Do
top
the winner
5.
at the end.
I'm going to start off with Manson Gastelum. The level of I always rank these submissions not necessarily about the technicality of the submission, and more so the caliber of the opponent that you're getting that submission over, and especially with Manson and Gastelum, like to do it, like to sub Gastelum in that amount of time is pretty special. So, I mean, as I said, caliber of opponent, Manson being, I think, probably the underdog in that fight as well. You know,
and you just
I was very impressed.
You just don't see Gastelum get submitted.
I think, was it Weidman was the only person I think got him in like a head and arm triangle, like way late into the fight.
And Weidman's a big, strong fuck.
And Hermansson's like a big, wiry fuck, not that strong.
And what was this by? Was the submission?
I think it was like was it leg lock?
Yeah,
Pretty
it was
sure.
a
Knee bar or leg
heel
lock.
or something
like that.
I love seeing those, man.
Yeah.
I love seeing those.
Filthy. All right, next.
All right, well, yep. Next, we've got this one's an interesting one because this is also the same thing. It's not necessarily the technicality of the submission, but more or less the
Mistakes.
the dominating, imposing will that was Aljamain Sterling and Corey Sandhagen. So
the Sandman.
The Sandman got bollocked by the Funk Master.
The Funk Master, the Funk Man.
Funk Man.
Yeah, he got funked. He got funked, man.
Yeah, nothing but the funk.
Yeah, Terry funked on that, man.
So the fight only went, a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And
basically, Aljo just ran across the cage and jumped onto his back. It might as well just, it couldn't get more clean. I don't even think they had an exchange. It was literally just Aljo just jumped onto his back. And yeah, fight was over basically.
Rear naked?
Dragged into the ground. Fight was over.
Yeah.
Super impressive.
Rear naked.
Especially seeing Sandhagen bounce back after that and fucking wheel kick Moraes' head off after that. Like, that fight should have probably been a lot more competitive than it was. Like Aljo just ran over him. Like, you couldn't have made a stake your claim as the number one contender harder than that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, you bet.
Unreal.
Dana White said he's going to get a title shot after that.
Yeah, absolutely. Took his time though, but right.
Next one. One of our personal favorites.
Yes. What do we got? The Flick. The Brick. The Flick. We reached out to this boy as well, man. It was excellent to see him respond to us on our Instagram page.
Shout out.
This was last week. Jimmy the Brick Flick, getting a flying triangle choke. Like,
I've only seen it a couple of times.
He had a rough first round against, was it Durden?
Cody Durden.
Cody. I was going to say Kyle. Cody Durden. He was getting a little pieced up in that fight.
Well, it wasn't too bad, but he's
back
like,
and
his
forth.
double forearm guard was working for him. That was money. And then
nothing insane. Like, he wasn't getting bollocked by any means, but like I don't think he won the first round. And then that second round, just jumping to a fucking, what was it, a triangle?
Yeah, it was a flying triangle. So I think what happens is he goes up for a left high kick and his leg kind of gets stuck up there. And then he just hops up with his other foot.
So Durden catches the kick and then he jumps and inverts it into a fucking triangle, dude.
And just brings him down and triangles him from the bottom.
Unreal.
Yeah, unreal. Shout out to Jimmy the Brick Flick. Next one. We've got AJ Mckee versus Darren Caldwell.
Yeah, son. Bellator. What can you say about this? Like, AJ Mckee, probably maybe the best homegrown prospect and talent out of Bellator. 16-0, has had every one of his professional fights. Maybe it's 17-0 now. I think it's around that number. Every one of his professional fights have been in Bellator. He hasn't even been on like a regional, promotion or like LFA or anything. He went straight into Bellator. His old man is still fighting in Bellator as well. And this, I don't even know what the hell he called him in. They're calling it the AJ Guillotine. I don't know. That's all I know.
It was like a guillotine, but the head...
it's like a shoulder crank guillotine or something like that.
If he has it named after him, I mean, it's got to be...
Because it was such a rare submission, we should actually get the technical name. I think it was like a shoulder crank they called it, but he basically choked him out like a guillotine, but like some sort of inversion where like he's choking him out with his shoulder.
It didn't even look like the head was caught in anything. It looked like it was just all shoulder pressure. Like he was trying to bend not the shoulder. He was trying to bend the neck on itself.
We're talking about, what's his name as well? Darion Colbert, being the former bantamweight champion there, lost to the Gooch back to back and then moved up and had some success, man. Like he had some success at featherweight.
Lost to the Gooch, man?
Oh, Horiguchi. Yeah, sorry. Right, yeah. I just call him the Gooch. You know what it is?
He's the Gooch, man.
But like he's in the featherweight Grand Prix, as you know, a pretty dark horse of that Grand Prix, and he for someone with such a strong wrestling background and a really strong top pressure to just get fucking subbed out like that so quickly.
Okay, is this the runners up?
No, we got one more. These are all we're gonna say these are all runners up.
Okay.
Like these are just
all just the
honorable mentions. Okay. We've had a lot of subs.
This one to me is the most honorable mention, I reckon.
Yeah. All right. So our last honorable mention is Khabib submitting Justin Gagey.
Yep.
Unreal.
Rightfully so.
When does Justin Gagey get submitted?
Never. When does he get submitted that quickly with that little resistance as well? Like Khabib made it look like they were just not meant to be in a fight together. Like one,
no business.
He big brothered him.
That's what he does with everybody, though.
Outstanding. I'm speechless. Excuse me. I don't even fucking know how to put this in words. The fact that he decided to not break Justin Gagey's arm, he said I could catch him in other submissions, but I didn't want to break his bones in front of his parents who were in attendance. So I decided to fucking choke him out as the honorable way of defeating him. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
Justin motherfucking Gagey,
he was
dude?
out for blood. And may I just say, you were speechless, but not burpless in that moment.
Well, something came out there.
Yeah, that's Crowny. What'd you give him again? A fucking
12,
8,
dude.
12, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it was just it was crazy to see Gagey get submitted like that that quick, and it just shows that like Khabib,
that whole that whole entire sequence that he submits him into, he must have made what 5 or 6 different transitions all in like the span of less than 10 seconds, and was able to sub him to sleep. By the way, he didn't just tap, like he fucking put him out. So
it just goes to show Khabib's pressure is enough to like cloud your judge. You don't know there's too much pressure. You don't know what to do. Like you just you can't do your usual game plan because Khabib will. And because Khabib just too intimidating.
So well known for being a ground and pound artist, for him to just. Oh, I mean, he submitted Conor, he submitted Poirier, but he's known for pinning you down and beating you like a fucking hillbilly on his wife. And
you can see Gagey the whole time. He's just winging bombs. He's like, you know, if you walk into this, it's your fault. That
and he walked into a few of them, dude. Khabib just walked right through some heavy punches as if it was nothing.
The size of his fucking head, dude.
Insanely impressive. Khabib is one of the most impressive fighters of all time. Just watch him do what he does to some of the best fighters in the world, in the most stacked division in the world, and he just goes right through them like it's nothing. Like they just don't belong in there with him, man. It's insane.
All right, number 1, yeah?
Number 1, you want to hit us up with number 1?
Here we go. Number 1 submission of MMA in 2020.
This one, I'm not sure if everyone would pick this, but I truly believe this. Ariane Lipski and Luana Carolina. She ran right over her. Like there was maybe 30 seconds of exchanging on the feet. These two girls, you know, like they look like they were about to go after it, and then Lipski just bulldozes her down. She actually knocked her down. Yeah. And then chases a filthy, what do you want to call it? Like an arm? It's not an arm bar. It's like a...
No, it's like it was the leg though, right? It was like a knee bar. It's I don't know really what this was.
We aren't jiu-jitsu practitioners. No. We can only go off of what we're seeing here, but...
Caroline is on her back, and Lipski just kind of gets on top and just walls of Jericho's her leg.
Dude, the Carolina fucking wine mixer, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just kind of pulls her leg back, and you can see the knee... This one is definitely more of the technicality of the submission over the quality of fighter and the...
To the point where we can't even describe what we
don't know what this was. There was a couple of... another honorable knee bar, I mentioned knee bar, is the Mackenzie Dern one, and that was...
It's a lot more clean.
It was clean, and you can see her flow from the positions, she's trying to set stuff up very well.
The commentary, she better watch out for that knee bar. Oops, she's got her.
But we think that this one is the one just because it's so unorthodox.
And this one's vicious too. Like the look on her face when she's cranking this submission is like, I'm going to tear this limb from your body. You know, and you can collect it after the fight, right? It's fine. It's cool. I'll collect my $50K bonus. You can collect your limbs.
I'll send you an Uber,
So what we're saying is, Ariane Lipski, congratulations on your whiff. You can collect it anytime. You can come hit us up and we'll give it to you.
Slide in the DMs and we'll, send you the whiff.